Again, very, very interesting article in Western Center for Journalism. You've got to go read it. Yeah, I'll give you a quick little snapshot of it, but you need to go to that site and read it. It's titled Disarming American Heroes. Alright, so let me understand this. We train our military to kill people. We send our military all over the world to kill the bad guys. And some of them have a difficult time when they return back to a normal society, if you can call it what we're living here, a normal society. And what happens is the Department of Veteran Affairs, they determine as to who they believe requires additional support and help, and who should have their Fifth Amendment rights attacked or pretty much eliminated. Now, what the Fifth Amendment states is no person shall be deprived of liberty or property without due process of law. But that's not what the Department of Veterans does. What the Department of Veteran Affairs does is they're sending out letters, based on, I guess, a panel that determines whether or not the person's mentally competent that returned from battle to handle his own affairs. Yeah. And if they deem that they're not capable of handling their own affairs, then they can assign someone to handle their affairs. And that someone can bill them for that extra work. Oh, by the way, they also get a letter saying that they can't possess or be near a firearm and or ammunition. Now, here's people that the military trained to handle all kinds of sophisticated weapons. And when they come back to the United States, a country that they saved, or tried to save, or think that they saved, when they really didn't save it, because the enemy is right here. It isn't over there. It isn't in Afghanistan. It's not in Iraq. No, it's right here in Washington, D.C. That's where the enemy is. But anyway, so now what they're doing is they're eliminating their ability to possess a weapon. Yet they were trained to use very highly sophisticated weapons. They were trusted with all kinds of weapons, and now they can't be trusted with any weapons. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. So, what's to stop the government from saying, well, since you guys are on Social Security, you obviously can't handle your own affairs, so the same thing applies to people on Social Security. What this administration is dead set on doing is eliminating our right to protect ourselves. Yeah. Not from necessarily each other, unless you live like in Chicago, then you need to have a weapon to protect yourself. Or if you're living like Flint, Michigan, or even in the District of Columbia, you need weapons. In the District of Columbia, you can't even have a gun in pieces. How insane is that? That might explain why they have the highest crime rate in the nation. But they're not too far behind, well, Chicago is doing a good job. I think they're way ahead of last year. Yeah. And that's Rahm Emanuel's, he's the mayor. Yeah, big time. Anyway, I think this is insane. And the Department of Veteran Affairs needs to have a bit slapped in their teeth. What has to happen is some of these, senators and congressmen, they need to be strapped on and trained and go on the front line. They send people over there. And when they come back, they strip them of their Fifth Amendment rights based on a panel over at the Department of Veterans Affairs. How insane is this? Can anybody see the writing on the wall? I sure as heck can. How come our congressional representatives can't? Or can they and they just don't want to because they don't want to blow their little gravy train? What do you think? I told you what I think. It's disgusting.